What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And for today's video guys, I have an amazing news. It is a real bombshell. It is the new information from the FINRA's site, and this information was posted by FINRA voluntarily, or FINRA was forced to post this information. And before we dive deep into all of this, guys, please hit the like button for YouTube algorithm and hit the like button for me personally, because it is extremely important for me to see this support from you, from my viewers. So without further ado, let's get started. On MMTLPresources.com you can see this article, and it's titled "Armed with Data, Next Breach Attempts Meeting with FINRA and SEC." Next Breach is trying to meet with FINRA and the SEC regarding the share imbalance correspondences between the companies reveal. You can see all of the letters here, surprisingly posted by FINRA. And here is the link that leads us to this page. And guys, I saw this page of FINRA back in basically several months ago. I cannot remember the exact date, but I'm sure that I saw several first letters from this page. And let me show you first of all this tweet. I think RareDD found out this information, and he posted it 12 hours ago. Has this growing collection of correspondence already been discussed? And he also added this. Originally, the link only had, I think, the first 3 letters. I don't know when they added everything else, but FINRA sure didn't let anyone know. And yes, we don't know any updates. We didn't see any tweets from their official Twitter account where they disclose that they posted additional letters from FINRA and from Next Breach. And guys, I think FINRA was forced to publish these letters, and if it is the case, definitely it is a very good achievement. Probably it will be another potential line of defense of FINRA from the current and upcoming litigations. And if it is the reality, this means they are trying to improve their position, and this means FINRA thinks that its position is not so strong. So, and let's continue with the letters itself. First of all, I want to pay attention to this letter that was published by Next Breach on January 23rd. And let me quote it for you. Mr. Colby, Next Breach Hydrocarbons has been gathering a significant amount of data regarding the imbalance in our shareholder ledger. As stated in our press release, the very early results of our data gathering suggests a number of considerably higher than 2.65 million shares of aggregate short interests stated in FINRA's most recent FAQ. On top of that, guys, and here is the most important part, per your request, the investment banking firm representing Next Breach on our proposed S1 has received several inbound calls from financial institutions needing to buy our shares to get their books in balance. One of the inquiries was of a size so large that I requested to be on a call with this group. From this call, I now have knowledge of an admitted shareholder imbalance from one single financial institution that is multiples more than 2.65 million shares. Guys, let me repeat this sentence. From this call, I now have knowledge of an admitted shareholder imbalance from one single financial institution that is multiples more than 2.65 million shares. And this is really mind-boggling. We continue to collect additional data regarding imbalances from multiple sources. There is a significant disconnect between our growing data and FINRA's stated number of 2.65 million shares of outstanding short interest. I believe this highlights the need for a more exhaustive review of the total shares in all accounts and through all categories of security, long or short, onshore or offshore, and by parties registered with FINRA or not. The ultimate goal of this investigation is to make sure that every shareholder who purchased a share of MMTLP has the corresponding one-on-one share of Next Breach Hydrocarbons. Furthermore, any party that sold shares short of MMTLP or was short Torchlight Energy and carried that short position through the merger with Metamaterials and for whatever reason has not provided the corresponding sold share to the rightful owner needs to consummate the final step of the short transaction and purchase those shares they sold without a borrow and deliver them to the rightful owners. This is a very important statement, guys, and this is a very important update because we see that, as you can see, this letter was signed by Greg McCabe. And since he became a chairman and the CEO of NextBridge Hydrocarbons, since that point we can see much more activity on the NextBridge Hydrocarbon site in order to solve this problem. And this is a very important news in my opinion. So, and in last paragraph, let me quote you just part of it. Instead of a phone call between us, I strongly suggest an in-person meeting as soon as possible with appropriate members of FINRA, the SEC and NextBridge Hydrocarbons. This proposed meeting will give us the best opportunity to address these issues that is fair and causes as little disruption as possible to the markets. And as you can see, it is a pure call to action, it is a pure call to meeting in between FINRA, SEC and NextBridge Hydrocarbons. And Greg McCabe want to solve this problem directly with them, with FINRA and SEC, without any litigations and without subpoenas. But let me show you this response. It is the answer from FINRA to Greg McCabe. And let me quote it for you. I received your letter of January 23rd, 2024, in which you request an in-person meeting with members of FINRA, the Securities and Exchange Commission, and NextBridge Hydrocarbons. FINRA staff welcomes the opportunity to meet with you to understand your perspective on the nature and extent of short positions in NextBridge Hydrocarbons common stock. For constructive conversation, and guys, this is the most important paragraph, for the constructive conversation at our meeting, please provide us in advance any specific information you have regarding the names of financial institutions referenced in your letter and the size and location of the reference short positions. We will then analyze the information and compare it to our estimate of the aggregate short interest position in MMTLP shares in accounts held at FINRA member broker-dealers. Without this information, it will be difficult to have a productive meeting. And guys, it is an attempt to stonewall the Greg McCabe's efforts. And I think FINRA is not in the position where they can dictate the rules. But I think it is a very good step in general towards the resolution. So, and we have two more latest letters where Greg McCabe wrote this. I believe it will be most effective for the SEC to be represented my proposed in-person meeting with you. I have sent 2 emails to all 5 commissioners at the SEC and have yet to receive a response. I will attempt to reach out to them again this week. Any guidance you might have as to the correct person to be speaking to at the SEC about MMTLP and the NextBridge Hydrocarbons would be greatly appreciated. And the response was following. They provided the name, and as you can see, we have a blacked out names, email, and all the personal details. But definitely, it is another very good step towards the resolution. Unfortunately, guys, we don't know the latest letters or the results of this meeting if it happened somewhere in between February the 5th and basically today's February 26th. And that is why we have to wait. And I think it is a very, very good update in regards to our case. On top of that, guys, let me show you this. You know that a lot of people still think that there is no counterfeit shares. And basically we even see it in the hit piece articles that were published recently on different social medias, like Wall Street Journal, Forbes, and I guess Forbes published it several times. And let me show you this tweet that was made by John Burda back in May the 10th of 2023. He said, purely my opinion, but I agree with Tony. When you short a share, you take on infinite risk. period. When you naked short a stock, you have now not only taken on infinite risk, you have also counterfeited a security. This is fraud and should be punished by prison time. And this is the opinion of John Burda in regards to the short position and naked short position. And his point of view is that it is a fraud, pure fraud, when broker dealers or any market makers open not the short position itself, but open a nakedly shorted position. On top of that, guys, let me show you this tweet that was made by Mark Basile, and he published just one screenshot. It is the first page of another lawsuit that was filed several years ago, I guess in 2019. And the plaintiff was Securities and Exchange Commission, and the defendants were Halt D. Mintz and Sabe Management. And here is the summary. This complaint arises from a long-running fraudulent scheme involving abusive naked short selling, order mismarking, and other violative trading orchestrated by defendant Sabe Management. And guys, this is the statement that SEC made in the lawsuit. This means they admit the fact of naked shorting. On top of that, let me show you this. Pedro De Fili wrote this tweet 18 hours ago. And he said, anyone who says naked short selling does not exist should see those who take that position for what they are, a plant, especially with no skin in your communities. And here you can see the screenshot from the Securities and Exchange Commission website, and it is the press release where SEC charges investment advisor and principal in abusive naked short selling scheme. And again, it was Sabe Management, and this is on their official website. This means SEC admits that there is a problem of naked shorting, and this means we shouldn't even take into the equation all the opinions of these douchebags who is trying to say completely opposite, and that is why we have to move forward. So guys, on top of that, on my yesterday's video I showed you that we don't have any results and any updates from John Burda in regards to his company that was established by him and 3 other OG TRCH folks, and they hired Wes Christian in order to make their own investigation to solve the problem of NextBridge hydrocarbons and MMTLP shares. And guys, for now, as you can see, just 48 minutes ago I asked John Burda what is the current status of the flamethrower. What results have been achieved? Let's take a look what will John Burda answer, and let's take a look the actual results. In my opinion, it is very important because Wes Christian keeps silence, and you know that he said several months ago that MMTLP is the motherlode of counterfeit shares. And he has a lot of experience in fighting against these shenanigans, and he is fighting, in my opinion, but the results are hidden from us. And that is why, guys, I want to find it out what are the results from flamethrower, and basically what to expect next from this point of view. So, I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life, I'm crazy, I'm mad. Doing no cap.